Hi Pisces, welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice, and welcome to your daily reading. So this is going to resonate for you wherever you have Pisces in your chart. If you're cross-watching, dealing with a Pisces, this could resonate. Just remember to flip the roles if you have to, and just keep an open mind. Take the messages as they make sense to you, as they resonate with you, but don't force anything to fit. If it doesn't make sense to you, sorry, it could be that it's either not your message today, and that's okay, or it hasn't happened yet, so you're not sure what I'm talking about. Keep an open mind, okay? And always, always have a look on the channel and the other playlists. If anything stands out to you, you could have messages in that reading, so go ahead and watch it. All right, there is a weekly message linked in the description for you. It's the one I do for the collective on my other channel. There's also an extended to that reading for my Pisces members. Okay. All that being said, let's see what's going on for Pisces placements at the time they watch this reading. Daily energy and advice. What do they need to know? Pisces placements. What do they need to know at this time? And this could be something that you're dealing with as you're coming into the reading, or it could be the guidance that you need at this time. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll show you the deck in a minute. Let me just get the clarifiers out, and then we can get going. Always look in the description box. I link other videos that I think you could find useful. For those of you who are new and you don't know. Also at the end of the video, I link different playlists I think you could find useful. So something to look out for. And as always, thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and for subscribing. It helps the channel grow. It helps grow our little community here that I'm very proud of. We have good people in the community, so thank you for being here and for contributing. And special thanks to my members for taking your support that extra step further. Very much appreciated. Okay, Pisces placements. We have the Ask the Witch tarot deck. Cool. I don't see an author on it as such. Let's begin. Bottom of the deck. We have the Lovers. Okay, let me just do what I can not to get myself in trouble. Gemini energy. Big choice energy here. A big choice. It talks about commitment. It talks about looking at two paths in front of you, and you have to choose one, basically. It can be in love life. It could be when it comes to your work, regarding contracts, any kind of serious commitment in your life. And that for some of you, that could just mean you making a promise. Because if you're like me and you promise something, that's a serious commitment to you. It can be about something silly, but a promise is a promise, okay? So just take the messages as they make sense to you again. Let's see. Current situation. 9 of Wands. Oh boy. And the 7 of Wands. Now, this is very defensive energy. Very protective, but very defensive. 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, it's so defensive that you could be looking at the best defense is a good offense type of mindset. You're either really determined, not taking no for an answer, kind of pushing things, or that's how you feel things are coming at you, and that puts you on edge. And you just feel like pushing back. Interesting. There's also an energy here of the 9 of Wands is like, don't give up before the miracle happens. You're almost there. The hard part's over. But we're still in the mindset of what else is going to happen. Like, what fresh hell is this? You know, because we've been through so much, we've been conditioned to expect more of the same. You know what I mean? Interesting. So you could just be very stressed right now. Or because of the exhaustion, mentally, emotionally, physically, you could just be feeling like I'm hanging on by a thread right now. Interesting. All right, in the challenge, we have the Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So either you're trying to do too much and you're not talking about the fact that you're feeling overwhelmed. Be careful, Pisces. All right, be careful of what you're taking on. Be careful of what you're agreeing to. Maybe again, with all these commitments that you're making, it's important to be honest and realistic in terms of what you can and cannot do. But also, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know, there's an important message here to remember to prioritize yourself. Don't burn the candle at both ends, and don't spread yourself too thin. There's also a message here to remind you and remind yourself that not everything is your responsibility. You could be carrying burdens that are not yours to carry, and it's really doing a number on you, and that's not fair. So this could be a good time for you to review your commitments and maybe take a step back from some of them. On the mind, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands. This feels like an energy of you have your own ideas, you have your own goals, you have things you want to pursue or you're focused on pursuing, and it feels like people external to you or dynamics or circumstances just keep pulling at you. And it's making you feel like you just don't want to deal with people's expectations, of you that are not fair and they're not realistic. It's almost like, can I just have a moment to myself? Can I have a day to myself? Can I just do something for myself for a change? It makes you a little bit angry, a little bit riled up, okay, with all the Wands energy, fired up, okay? And for others of you, you're working very hard, hoping or expecting or anticipating that you're going to be recognized. So you're either working towards earning something, winning something, standing out for something, being recognized for something, receiving something, right, in return for this. That's the hope. That's what's on the mind. That's the hope. That's the expectation, or that was the promise. Or this is a case of, I'm doing this for everyone because they will appreciate it, okay? But you might be doing too much, and I don't know if you're actually seeing the expected result or the appreciation. In the foundation, we have the Three of Wands and the King of Wands. Interesting. So something or someone that you want, we do have the King and Queen of Wands here, is at a distance, but not too far away. It's within reach. You can see it. It's available to you. You just need to either push a little more for it or overcome some obstacles, close the gap, close the distance. It seems like something you want is just out of your reach, and it needs one final push from you with the Nine of Wands there. And as you're trying to reach for what you want, other people are creating delays and challenges and obstacles for you by pulling on your energy and having expectations of you that at one point in time were fine, you didn't mind. But now that you've got your own goals, your own things that you should be focused on and want to be focused on, this is now a burden, a distraction, an annoyance. Because it's almost like, can you just give me a minute? I have something I want to do. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Cups. Wow, and the Nine of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment here, satisfaction, complete satisfaction, emotional and financial, material, independence, self-sufficiency, feeling like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing, or seeing the results of what you've been doing, seeing that it's possible for you to do what you want to do. This is very much a Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, a very independent. It's about me for a change, my happiness, my wish, my goal, my satisfaction. And there's been some sort of success recently, or there's been some sort of progress recently. You have 3 nines in the spread so far, indicating working your way up to some sort of completion, some sort of ending. right? Working very hard. And it's almost like what this feels, it just feels like this, there's something or someone or a bunch of someones that just keep pulling at you. It's a case of you might have completed something, you might have kept a promise. And for you, it's like, okay, I can drop it now. I did my part. I'm going to move on to this thing that I really want to do for myself, right? And whoever it is that you were dealing with prior just doesn't want to let you go. That's what it feels like, right? Okay, so I promised I'd help you move. I've done that, okay? So I'm not available for the rest of the week. I really need to go back and focus on my business. And they're going, oh no, but I need you tomorrow as well, and probably 2 days after that, because I can't do this by myself. And you're going, well, that wasn't the original agreement. That's not what you asked me for originally. That's not what I signed up for originally. And it's really rubbing you the wrong way. I feel like in the past, it might have been okay for them to do that. In the past, you didn't say anything. You didn't mind. Either you minded, but you didn't say, or you didn't mind because you didn't really, it's fine. I can work around it. I'll rearrange my schedule. It's fine. But it looks like this time around, either you've had too much, of this. So this is like, you know what? No, you always do this. You always mess up my schedule. You always this, you always that. I always kind of bend myself backwards for you. And in the end, you don't really appreciate it. You don't really value it. So why am I here? It's almost like I could be doing something else with that time. Or it's always like you tell me you need me for 5 days. I make time for 5 days out of my busy schedule. And then we sit around for 3.5 of those days and we don't do anything. And that makes you feel like, okay, seriously, though, I'm wasting my time. There's an element of time crunch, a little bit of a pressure, or there's something that you really, really want to work towards for yourself. King and Queen of Wands here with the Six of Wands, Three of Wands, right? You really want to be focused. You've got a goal in mind, whether it's getting a job, getting that contract, solidifying that relationship, starting that relationship, taking that relationship to the next level, whatever this is. It involves a partnership here. It involves a commitment. It involves a contract. It involves a relationship. Maybe this is long distance and you're coming to a point where you have the opportunity to bring it closer together, right? And that's your focus. That's a big part of your attention and a big part of your resources. And here comes this other person or this other individual that you've already dealt with. You've already done what you promised to do or for them, right? And they keep pulling at you. And it just annoys you a little bit or a lot. And the challenge with the Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess is that, you've always kind of gone with the flow when it comes to this. You didn't really open up about it. You tried to do everything. But it looks like here there's a situation of you're going to have to prioritize. You're going to have to prioritize. If you want to see progression, if you want to see success with your own goal, you're going to have to prioritize your own goal. All right? And I know that's not easy. Saying no to people is not easy for everybody. For most people, actually. Right? Because usually people take it the wrong way or take it personally or whatever. Why? Because they have unrealistic expectations of us to begin with. Why am I responsible for your situation? Do you see what I mean? Why do you think I have to do this? I don't have to. It's my choice. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So let's see. In the outcome and advice, we have strength. Here we go. Leo energy. This is the saying no. I cannot. No thank you. Four of Swords. I need some time for myself. The Tower. Okay. There may be some conflict, some butting heads, some tension. But I just feel like whoever it is that's trying to pull at your energy and at your resource is someone who always wastes your time. Or it always ends up that kind of situation ends up like a wasted effort, wasted time. And now you're saying, yeah, I'm not doing it. No, thank you. That's too much. I don't have the time to waste. Sorry. Justice and the Magician. You're like, I'm looking at my resources, I'm looking at my goals, I'm looking at my plans, and I'm making some decisions. I'm looking at what's worth investing in and what isn't. I'm looking at what I want to do, what my goal is, what my dream is, because whatever this is that you're looking at that is now within your reach is something that is a personal goal, a personal dream, a personal wish. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. And it's within reach, but you have to drop everything else and put all your effort towards this in order to reach it. And that's where you're coming to understand. It's a do or die situation. And the 10 of Swords. It's a do or die situation. What you choose is what will be. It's really important, Pisces. Okay, it's really important. Here's the story. You could end up as the 10 of Swords, or this could be putting a pin in everything that does not belong to you and having the Magician, the freedom to create what you want to create. You cannot do everything. This is what this is, okay? This is what this is. This is a caution. A dream of yours, a very personal goal and wish, is within your reach, or is going to come within your reach very shortly. It's the type of situation, the Lovers, it's either or. 2 of Pentacles and the High Priestess in the challenge is you're going to try to do both. You will achieve neither. It's that kind of situation. Sometimes, yes, we can multitask and be successful and productive in multiple directions. This is not that time, Pisces. This is not that situation. This is the situation where it's either or. And if you try to do both, you will lose both. If you try to chase two, what is it? He who chases two rabbits catches neither. I don't know. That's the sum of the phrase. I'm paraphrasing. This is that situation. If your own personal goal or dream has had some momentum, has had some success, you've had some hope about it, you've had some energy towards it recently, but then you're not seeing anything else in the external, right? And you're thinking, well, that's on pause until something else happens. I might as well just carry on with this. Is it that? Or is it that this is the time for you to drop everything else and continue to build on that momentum? If nothing else appears to be happening, maybe it's the time for you to push, for you to make things happen in that direction. Whatever this is, a door has been opened to you recently. And if it's a case of it's time to just put yourself first. It's time for you to drop everything else. The same way you drop your own things to go help out someone when things get real, right? In that same way, okay, justice, karma, it's now time to drop everything else and focus on your goal, because it can be real, but it needs your full commitment. It needs your full dedication. And that could be for a day, that could be for a week, that could be for 5 hours in the day. That could be for 2 hours in the day, 1 hour in the day, but full commitment, full dedication, nothing else. And you can reach that goal. You can make it happen. You trying to do everything, not to drop anything, not to say no to anyone, is going to, because you're afraid of conflict potentially. That's a reason, right? A lot of people avoid things because they're not comfortable with confrontation, and that's a thing. That's a fact. That's life. But just be aware, if that's what you choose to do, you will end up, first of all, whoever it is you're prioritizing won't appreciate it. Just keeping it real, Pisces. Or not to the level that they should, or not to the level that you hope they would. And you will cost yourself your own dreams. You'll stab yourself in the back. You see what I mean? And then, I don't know when this is going to come back around, if it's going to come back around. Queen of Cups, the Hermit, 2 Wands. This is something you've been hoping for. We have a progression here with the Wands. This is something you're deeply passionate about. Okay? Ace of Wands. I'm talking about progression. Here it is. Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Then we have the 6, the 7, the 9. Okay? And then the Queen and King. This is something that has been in the works for you. It's been a goal for you, a hope for you for a very long time. You've been manifesting, researching, studying, preparing, praying, hoping, beneath the surface, behind the scenes, right? You are now coming to the point where this that used to be a dream or something you worked on in your spare time or whatever, right? This could be a reality. But it needs your full dedication for a period of time until you complete it or until you reach the next level, whatever it is. You're close to making it a reality, okay? Whatever that means, you could actually be making money off of this. You could actually be signing paperwork. You could actually be getting the job, the dream job, the dream career. You could actually be inducted into something, admitted into something. You could actually step into this relationship of a lifetime. You can actually, whatever your personal, I don't know what your personal dream is and your personal wish. Maybe you've never talked about it even with the High Priestess. Maybe this is the thing that you never talk about. You always dream about, but you never talk about. That's the thing. What's in your heart? Your deepest heart's desire could be your reality. Okay? But it needs your full commitment and your full dedication at this time. Nope. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay. Well, these flew out, so we'll take them because they made a point. Eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality. You're faced with a new path that is possible for you. It's possible. It's your passion. It's your passion. It's what you've been dreaming about. Like I said, I keep saying. Okay. We have outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer, number 22. So again, we have this energy of whatever it is you've been doing, whatever it is you've been working, living, whatever. It hasn't quite done it for you in a while. You either don't feel like you fit in. This could be what you've been striving for, to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be recognized, to fit in, to be welcomed, and it's just not happening. It's just not coming together. And here is your dream partner, the best friend of your life, your community that you align with, the faith that you could align with, the job environment that, would welcome you, would embrace you. It's aligned with you. You're perfect for each other, right? That's the choice. That's the choice, right? Finding where you fit in, finding where you belong, finding your home, finding, living your dream, living your passion. It's a big deal, Pisces. We have ancient, ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance, number 4. This is what the High Priestess here. You are looking at your life's purpose. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. It's in front of you. Okay? You could step on that path and live it with giving it your full attention and full dedication at this time, doing that final push, whatever that is. Okay? Or you cannot choose to do that and potentially kind of regret it. I'm going to be honest, regret it. Okay? And seduction, allure, desire, and manipulation, number 8. And this is telling you, who are you listening to? Why are you doing the things that you're doing? Who are you doing it for? Because there could be, again, a fear of conflict, a fear of confrontation that is ruling your decisions. And it's a case of, is that worth it, Pisces? Is it worth doing that? Is your fear of confrontation, it's an ancient pattern, right? It's something that's been in place for a long time. But is it serving you or is it hurting you? Okay? This is the kind of thing that you walk all the way up against, but then you don't finish the job. Because in order to finish the job, you'd have to face something that you're really trying to avoid. Okay, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Going all the way up against it. You're almost there. And then the last thing you have to do is like a little test. And it involves facing some sort of fear, for example. And we kind of back down because, like, well, I'm not really ready for that right now. And that's okay. But we always do that. Yeah, that becomes a pattern. And here we go. We're faced with something that we truly want. It's our passion. It's our desire. And what you have to do, the thing you've been avoiding. The thing you've been avoiding. And it gets more and more real, for lack of a better expression, right? You can do that again, Pisces, if you want. You could run away if you want. You could turn your back. You could, choose not to face this, whatever it is. But this, your dream, your true desire, it's not going to happen on its own. You're not going to, it's like, this is justice, okay? This is the energy. This is the karma, right? You could have this. But what you have to do, all you have to do is pass this test. And it's right here for you. These are the rules. It's your choice. You go through with it, you have it. There it is. It's in front of you. 3 of Wands tells me that you have indications around you in the reality that we live in that this is a possibility. This could happen. This could actually happen. Okay? There's no way around it. There's no negotiation. These are the rules. You prioritize this. You drop everything else. You do whatever you have to do. Face whatever you have to face. Conquer whatever fear, doubt, insecurity you have to face. Conquer. And you will have it. Fact. You don't. You try to circumvent. You try to negotiate. You try to cut corners, cheat, maybe talk about it a little bit, but not actually face it, address it. Whatever it is, it's going to go away. Them's the rules. And I'm sorry, you may end up regretting it. I'm just gonna put it in clear terms for all of us to hear. Because it is our decision. And it's important that we acknowledge that it's our decision. And if we choose to walk away from this, that's fine. But we need to understand that this is our decision. But why would you walk away from your deepest heart's desire when you can have it? You know what I mean? Well, Pisces, that got deep. I hope it helps. And listen, for some, yes, this is going to be some deep, transformational, life-changing situation. It will be. For others of us, it could just be facing that fear of saying no and conquering that fear of saying no and experiencing the freedom that comes from that. And not only that, but then having the time freed up to align yourself with something that you're truly passionate about. Or getting some time to yourself and looking after yourself and nurturing yourself. That's your deepest desire, maybe, So take the messages as they resonate with you at whatever level, intensity, scale you're dealing with it. Okay, but I hope this helps you, Pisces. Let me know. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, all right? So I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.